thought you dug a hole here the other day.
Yeah, got a big pit right there.
You like it anymore?
Well, I wanted to fill it with sand, so I got my wish.
That's a big bucket.
Yeah. Tell you what, that dang wire there. What's that? That wire.
Kind of hard on your hand, isn't it?
You want it all around this furnace?
What's that?
You want it all around the furnace?
Yeah, yeah. All right. We'll just bury it up, and that'll make the furnace shorter for us.
Well, Clark, I got that thing in the back of the truck too.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was hunting something to put on that.
Yeah, with some extra 20 pounds.
What can you tell me about this motor, your engine?
Well, it's 1923, horse and a half.
Horse and a half.
It's
23.
International Harvester / McCormick Deering. And it was just made for,
Whatever you needed.
whatever you need. And a friend of mine bought it and restored it in 2003 and then wanted something to do with it. And so in 2005 he put it together with a White Mountain freezer that he bought and made the trailer. There's a big engine show in Temple in October every year.
Yeah.
And he wanted to make margaritas to give away to all the people in Temple. So he put it together, and I started helping him about 2008. He was going down physically, had arthritis real bad, hips replaced, knees replaced. And
Hey, Keith, that's my sprues.
there at the end, I would go get the trailer, get everything ready, and I'd go pick him up, and we'd go to Longview or Tyler or somewhere and make ice cream or margaritas. And he passed away in August of 15.
Oh.
And
That's too bad.
his brother, after he died, his brother said, well, Alex always, every time y'all go somewhere, he'd call me and tell me how much fun you had. And he said, why don't you just keep the trailer? And so I'm taking care of Alex's trailer.
So you kind of inherited it. Yeah.
And,
Good deal. Yeah, I'm sure he's happy you have it.
Well, we've got Alex was a motorcycle mechanic,
Oh, was he?
and this was his impact tool, and you can tell he used it.
Wow, did he ever?
I've got one that's probably 40 years old, and you can't even tell.
Now,
And then
what's that?
These are some of Alex's ashes.
Ashes?
He was cremated.
Okay.
And this is in memory of Alex Chun, and everywhere I go, Alex and I still go on the road trip.
There you go.
So
That's
it's,
fun. That's very fun.
just
Yeah,
because. So
yeah, yeah. Huh.
this isn't like a little Briggs motor. You got to go around and you got to lubricate everything. And,
Yeah, yeah.
and then when it fires up, it's going to be a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
other side. They got it all set up and everything, and they needed a drive shaft. And one of the guys that was there said, "Hey, how about the top rail on that fence?" And his fence, there was a corner and a piece about that long, and there was the corner post and the gate.
Right.
So they went over and took the top rail out of that section, and that's what made the drive shaft.
There you go.
And to this day, you can go to Alex's house, and that one piece of top rail is still shinier than all the rest of the fence. So but it was one of those things, you know, it's probably Saturday night at 9 o'clock or something, and they just wanted to get it done and hooked up, and so. That's the fuel pump.
Okay. Oh, it's got a crank handle. Okay. I thought maybe you might have just spun the flywheel.
Well, you could. This is a little bit easier. Oh, I need to put some water in it too.
Darn.
It's just a water jacket around the cylinder,
Yeah.
and if it runs long enough, you have to put a little more water in it. This is a four-stroke. Some of them are a hit and miss, and they will cycle the ignition so that it doesn't burn as much gas. And under load, even a four or a hit and miss will run like a four-stroke, but this is what's called a throttle govern. And it uses there's an air plate inside this mixer right down here. And all this does, the gas comes up here. There's a wall to keep a reservoir. This is your fuel valve. And
That's your
the
throttle.
needle valve,
Basically your throttle, huh?
it just sucks air in. There's a governor inside on the other side, and it's set to run at 350. If you put a load on it, it'll pick up a little bit. But it's meant to run at 350, and so you belt it up to the washing machine or the corn sheller or water pump or whatever
you need it powerful.
you know, whatever you use, and it'll run. So
Now this oiler on top up here, now that's feeding.
That's a drip oiler,
Yeah.
and it's got road dirt on it right now from coming over from Texas. But
I got a lot of junk to pick up in here before I even spread sand in this boat. But if I can get it around the furnace, that'll help a lot.
And you're from where now?
Waco, Texas,
Waco, Texas.
halfway between Dallas and Austin.
I had an uncle who lived in Austin, and he used to ask me to come down every year and visit him, and I never did. I regret it so much because he got killed in a car wreck about.
Where were you living?
St. Louis.
Oh, okay. So that's a little bit of a drive.
It's a drive,
but-
yeah. It's a
yeah.
drive, yeah.
Easy. Oh. Have to adjust that. Oh, let's see.
Isn't that neat? Yeah. I love how this lifter's got about a 1/4 inch of play there.
Oh yeah. Well, that is actually how you set the exhaust valve timing. Because you've got the cam and it runs the magneto, which supplies the spark, and also runs the exhaust timing. The intake is just an atmospheric.
Sucks.
When it
Just sucks
comes
it in.
back on the suction stroke, it just pulls the valve open a little
I'll
bit.
be down.
And
all it
these
needs.
were good up to about maybe 600 RPM,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, well,
You know,
Probably don't
550,
need-
450, 550, no problem. But once you get above that, you had to have too
Starts floating.
strong a spring
Starts
to keep
floating,
the
yeah.
valve from floating. And so you just it was kind of self-limiting.
yeah, sure.
And okay, so this needs to go up.
That's your crank handle over there.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many horsepower? 2?
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
You use this on your sawmill.
Yeah.
They made these in 1.5 and 3s, and they may have had a 6. I know Fairbanks had 1.5 and a 3, and on their Z model,
What
and
vintage is it? What year?
1923. Oh man, my decal's coming off. 102 years old. And I was making margaritas down at the tractor show, and the guy said, "You know, I've got a cylinder and piston, brand new cylinder and piston
Huh?
for that engine. You want it?" And I said, "Sure."
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I drove up about 25 miles. He lives up in Whitney, and he had a 3-horse McCormick, and he looked at it and he said, "Oh, that looks like, you know, it'll fit mine," and it wouldn't. It's you take the head off and you have to unscrew the oiler, and then the whole sleeve just slides out, and he's got a brand new piston with rings. And
get it?
I got it, and so, and then another lady, I knew her, she and her husband, and he passed away, and I was at a little place over in Longview having a get together like this, and she said, "I've got something for you," and she came over and had a box, and it's got a full gasket set for the.
Wow.
She said, "Remember Terry had bought one and he was going to replace it, and he bought this gasket set from Hit and Miss, and he said he never got around to it before he was diagnosed with cancer." And
So do they have people that restore these and stuff?
there was a company called Hit and Miss Enterprises, Ed Dice up in Ohio, and he would buy engines that were good for parts. He had a lot of stuff cast. You could buy a replacement crank handle if you wanted to. You could. He had valves. Just a lot of the stuff, and then Of course, once they came out with the little cricket cutters, you know, you could scan a gasket and,
yeah.
and cut gaskets all day long.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
so there's, for certain engines, just about all the Fairbanks, because they were very, very common, John Deere's, the McCormick's, you get into some of the Laval, they made a milking setup, and the engine ran a vacuum pump so that you could milk one cow at a time. It had basically a big pressure cooker that would seal down, and it had 4 leads coming off, and you hook it up to Bossy and crank the engine up, and the engine would pull a vacuum and milk the cow. And it wasn't the pulse vacuum like they use on the modern ones. You just hook it up and it just pulled milk until Bossy went dry. So, but
Bossy imploded.
yeah, you forget about it, go in and
Ow.
go down for a nap and come back and Bossy shriveled up into heat. But no, it's. I've had a lot of fun with it. Alex and I had a lot of fun with it, and I just feel blessed that his brother let me keep on going. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now the belt, the flat belt, is it the leather or
yeah,
leather, or is it?
I've got it in the box in the bag, just
okay.
to put a belt on.
Yeah.
That little, it's a pump jack off of something. Don't know what. They cut this shaft off.
What's the gear reduction? You know what the?
A lot.
No,
Well,
it didn't have it marked on
you
there.
want your ice cream freezer. White Mountain says turn the ice cream freezer between 50 and 55 RPM.
Oh, really?
And when they first set it up, the stock pulley that came for the McCormick, it would only run it, I think it was turning 40 or 45, and the ice cream was a real dense custard because it wasn't getting enough air mixed
It
in.
wasn't, okay.
And so Terry Bush, a friend of ours, he made this pulley and shrank it down a little bit from the stock pulley,
Gear it down.
just by guess and by golly, and it worked out. It turns between 55 and 60, but you know, you don't want it too fast because it'll just froth up. It'll whip the whipping cream. But so, you know, it's just the freezer's made by Country Freezer. The oak, I mean, it was as pretty as a piece of furniture. It was well finished, but the oak is not a good wood to get wet and dry. And it would dry out, the bands start falling off, you tighten the bands up, and when it got wet and you made a batch of margaritas or ice cream, it would pop the bands off. So we put screws in around them to hold the bands up.
Sure.
And that stopped that problem. And then eventually getting wet and dry, the middle of the bottom split. It's 3 boards butt joined, and the middle one split right in the middle. And another friend said, "Hey, I've got a guy who owes me a favor, and he runs a stainless business there in Waco." And
Put
so
your
he took
liner
all
in
the
there.
hardware out and put the stainless liner in it, and that stopped that problem.
Yeah.
Now, if it gets wet, it gets wet, but
No big
if
deal.
it doesn't hold the brine, you're not gonna freeze ice cream or anything, because you have to have the brine in there for the contact on the can.
Yeah.
And, if you put salt on the ice, if you got good cold ice, like 0 degree ice, I've had the brine in that thing down like 14 degrees using a non-contact thermometer. And
Now, is that do you find that the size of the salt having a lot to do with anything? The
to a
granular?
point,
Because they sell salt that's made for ice cream makers,
and
then I wondered about just using ordinary kitchen salt.
Yep.
What the difference
I've got
was.
one kind of half and half. We used we used rock salt, but you go to HEB and a little box of rock salt is $4, $5 now probably. Table salt is real fine. I use a livestock salt that's made for mixing in horse feed and cattle feed. And it's, well, now it's gone up since COVID, but it's $6.50 for a 50-pound bag. So
Wow.
it works really well. And
What are you doing? You got a racetrack out here?
Looking for my truck.
Your truck?
uh-oh,
You lose your truck?
To be out here anywhere.
Well,
could somebody have gone into town
they
with
might
it?
have used it to go into town. He went in town to get a wheelbarrow, I think.
Run off and leave me.
They're going to have all this.
You guys, my God.
They got all this
Yeah, I
sand.
know.
They're trying to move all this sand, and he went into town to get a wheelbarrow. Don did. It's all Don's fault.
Yeah, blame Don.
Think,
Don, yeah.
look what I bought.
What'd you buy? Oh my goodness.
Oh, look. Take a camera of him
DJI.
taking a picture.
Oh,
of
yours
it.
is a counterfeit.
No, it's a DJI. It's
DJI.
not counterfeit.
Different brand.
It's a real DJI.
Yeah.
I have two
I
of
thought,
those.
yeah, I have, yeah, I got 4 of them, but I don't.
And these,
This is the GoPro?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like that one?
yeah.
Good?
Well, see that little Rode microphone you have up
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
It's all internal here.
Well,
The receiver's built into it.
well, this is a receiver in here. I don't have to use this.
Okay. Well,
This,
I can-
this
I
is
can-
the
but we-
microphone part.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, I have. Well, I
So-
did have. Don's taken. I guess he went somewhere. I went to get him another drink, and his truck's gone. But I was impressed with these. I gave up my
You GoPros?
GoPros for
Yeah.
this.
Well, that's great.
I mean, they're a rip-off in the same kind of mountings.
Yeah,
and
everything,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They're all interchanged.
Batteries the
Significant
same? Are the
difference in
batteries the
price.
same or are they different?
No, it's different batteries.
That's the problem when you switch stuff like that. There's always
Gotta get
there's
all
always a
the new
catch.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Everything.
just a good excuse.
Yeah.
Get new stuff. They were.
well, like cordless tools, they need to come out and say, okay, if you're going to make a cordless tool,
Yeah.
this is how you need to make the battery. Even the old Ryobis and the new Ryobis are different. The old DeWalt and the new DeWalt are different.
Really.
And you know, it just burns me because, well, it just does.
You know, the only reason I buy batteries is I buy the combo kits because it's
Yep.
cheaper than buying batteries for
Yep.
them.
Yeah, you can get a tool with a battery and a charger cheaper than you can buy the tool separate and the battery and charger separate. And
Well, when my dad was alive, he gave me a rigid drill set. And he said, now keep this receipt, he says, because he says the batteries are guaranteed for life. I said, no, Dad. No, that can't be right. He said, oh, yeah, that's what the salesman told me. I said, really, Dad? So I went down to Home Depot and I asked the guy, I said, my dad gave me this for Christmas and he tells me that the batteries are guaranteed for life. And I told him he was nuts and he's, oh, no, they are.
wow.
They're guaranteed for life. But the catch is, it's only the first battery that's guaranteed for life.
Yeah.
You get to replace it. But and then there was a big lawsuit over it, and I understand they lost. They were supposed
That's
but
that's the same way O'Reilly's and AutoZone. You buy a starter, and it's a
was
lifetime
billed
guarantee.
as
Yeah, yeah.
rest
Well, you buy one, and then you go back and you get another one.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure
if you're
enough.
like me, I've still got my
Guys over there
06,
working their butts
and
off.
you go back for the second one. And
See,
oh
I
no,
was smart.
that
This
was
year-
not lifetime. The other one's lifetime.
Yeah.
Well,
Sick,
okay, fine.
so I wouldn't have to come over here and work.
Me either.
I love hard work. I could watch it all day
Okay.
long.
And we could critique them. You know, we could give them scores. We need a little
Yeah,
scorecard.
a scorecard sit out here.
We give we'll put up a 10 or a 9. Maybe give a 7
We'd
to
like to make
a
the-
slacker down there. We give him a 7 or 6. You know, score.
Well, you notice there's a distinct dividing line from those that are not smart enough to be over here watching.
Yeah.
Back after Christmas, I came down and I got down to my back so bad. I found out that I've got spinal stenosis, and one of the discs has slipped and it's putting up against the.
Yeah, but it sure made filling that pit.
So my digging days are over, my shoveling days are over, my lifting heavy weight days are over, and one of those things, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I wouldn't have lifted all that stuff.
Well, you're taking better
All
care of
my
yourself,
life,
right?
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
taking better care of yourself.
But I am.
Hey, Clark, did
I went out walking this morning.
Careful,
I
John. You'll spill everything out of there, John. You'll let the smoke out.
Oh. Let's see if that helped any.
Okay. Huh? You're good. Yeah, you're good. You're underneath it. You might go to you a little bit. Might go over to you a little bit so it gets it in the center of the truck. Oh boy, you're slipping and sliding already. You got four-wheel drive? You got four-wheel drive? Ow. Hello. There you go. Well, you don't hit that truck over there, you'll be fine. That's good. You're gonna have to shorten your strap. You ain't gonna get it on that bed. You ain't got enough room to go up.
Pick it up enough.
You ain't gonna get up high enough.
I think we're gonna have to rehook.
Yep.
We got enough people here, we can lift that base up. No, once it's up in the air, you just can't put it on a
I don't think even redoing it's going to be enough. I don't think you got enough room even with that if you took it all the way down to the machine. You're not going to have enough height. Yeah.
Go back down like you were.
Yeah. Dig a hole.
Oh, right.
Dig a hole.
Well, I mean, you can lift it high enough, we can put it on, push it on here, and then you can back up and straighten it up, you know? That might work. It's top heavy. I go and just laid it, just restored it.
Scraping thumb, just. I don't know what I'm doing.
What size motor you put on yours?
Yeah,
Came-
one day it's going
came,
off.
came
with a one horse. Where it's short.
It came with, it had, originally it had three phases, but the guy bought it from here, it's two phases. I don't know, I didn't read it, but it worked.
So if we get
But
short.
you got a rod that sticks through the two holes at the bottom.
Go back
And
up.
the motor's on a plate. So when you
Alright, let's wrap it.
put the
other
belt
way.
on, the weight of the motor just
Under that. Alright. And that'll
That's
keep
missing
you
the plate and the rod.
go it under it instead of over it.
So the rod that goes through there, plate
Some
right
more wrap. Come through. Yeah, there you go.
That's the way they're.
Don't have a place for an eye bolt in the top of it, does it?
No. Actually, it does. If you remove this, you
Every now and then I get to do my stuff for paying guys,
What's that do?
It's a handle, like for a. There's a step that folds out.
A railing. A railing. Something that you could charge you an extra $200 for.
I remember when I bought the truck, they told me to make sure that you lock your tailgate. So if somebody steals your tailgate, it was like $3,000 or something for a new tailgate, and said you don't want to have to buy a new one.
Wow.
I know.
I think I'd take my welder and just weld it, put a little spot weld right there.
You got enough change? Here, look. Run that choker back through there. We're gonna put the hook through the choker in.
Yeah, it's
and then
the cylinder's about 60 feet long. So it pulls the vacuum. Yeah.
Let's turn the hook the other way to where it's hooking these first.
Yeah.
I need to pull him up, shovel some of the sand out from under his tires, so it'll be lower.
We can clear it. I mean, even if we have to set this thing in here sideways.
Down.
Down.
All right, I got it. You're gonna come up with it.
Check it out.
There we go. Twist in it.
You doing that?
All the way up, but I think we can figure it out after that.
I think we need to chip in $10 and get them an electric chain hook out there. I got one. I can't tell by the sound of your voice, You gotta keep it
Yeah. I haven't had good luck with these.
You got playing around with it.
Unfortunately, I had a fish and I was able to fish
It is. I probably don't like it. I think it's story.
You're good. You're good.
You can turn it through that base the other side. You want to dump it the other way.
We can, this side looks pretty planted, just planted.
We're gonna put some blocks.
You're not gonna lay it down, are you?
And it's for the while too.
Yeah, there's both.
No, it's just sitting out there. I did pay on the gas burner. They can still shut it when it goes down. I didn't get the generator done. Fix the generator. I cranked it over, well, the fuel tank fired up. I wasn't expecting that. So then I went and got a fuel tank hooked up to it. I couldn't get no air. I couldn't get the bleed, I couldn't get the fuel out of it. Ended up going into the injection pump off with the old vanes. It evidently had some wet fuel in it and it got a little bit of rust on the inside of the injection pump and locked the head up, the distributor head, and twisted it off.
Just hope it didn't fall over, right?
So I ordered parts for that.
You got a ratchet strap?
Didn't realize it when I did because I thought they were either coming from the U.S. or Europe. It turned out they were coming from China. So I waited for that. I got it. The seal kit, went to put the seals in. I was like, well, if I'm gonna put this pump together, I'm gonna put all of it together. Put seals in it so don't get fuel in the oil.
You couldn't find one bigger?
At least it has a cover of the 220. This one has a cover of the 220. I like this one better.
Well, I know how to.
Actually, it wasn't that far from here. It was at that salvage thing. Where you find
Yeah.
that?
Well, I appreciate it.
If I'd known, I just brought it on over here and put the fuse in it over here.
So we use
All
the
it
fuel
was.
stress
No,
relief.
2 kgs now.
So, and if you come over here, you'll see.
Great wiring they did.
Yeah.
No, it's a state, clearing house.
Come on down here, man. Everybody needs to see this.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
But Keith was kind enough to wire this for me.
Don't you dare throw money. Anyway, they had it. That's all Clark there.
He calls this one. But it works. And it's
I chuckle every time I
Oh,
walk
yeah.
by that thing. I chuckle every time I walk by
Yeah,
that.
this one's got a cover on it. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I see that.
He brought that one. I said, you
So-
can work stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Right?
And it's got a nose control.
Pull the conduit off
Same
of it.
control or stand. He's putting on.
He's got a disclaimer for that. Everybody that shows up that's never been here before, he'll give them a rundown, like being careful when you walk by it, don't touch any wires, don't trip on anything. And it's a hazard.
I said don't even walk by it. Don't walk by it.
Yeah. I definitely.
It reminded me of a 1920s toaster.
Yeah,
You know, those toasters with the big old wires all hanging out there.
absolutely.
So tall, I said, I don't think I want to be full. Not too small.
1375.
Yeah, it'll come
200 degrees per hour after it soaks for that time. Yeah. It's not bad. Check out this. Alright, so I acquired this, and check out the model number.
Wide one,
Think those handles will carry it?
38,000 pounds.
I can't remember what the rate.
This way.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Anybody got
bad
that?
or what?
I don't know either. There's little sheet metal screws in there. I guess thing's not that heavy.
It's a lot better if somebody else is carrying it.
Why don't you just have 6 people grab a hold of different places?
I don't think those handles are gonna hold up.
I think they will if you use
You use all the handles.
Pull out of the other side.
Oh, the other side's pulled out?
Pick it up with that, or?
Well, if we had something to go on there, I'd lay them underneath it, and, one to each side, and pick
Will that be long enough to
connect them to this.
kick it back?
Oh, no. Bring you a little bit, there you go. That ought to be about even. If we can find something to make up the difference.
Over there.
Chain falls.
Another strap there.
We got this one too. 64.
Is it a 6 foot? Yeah, what we could probably do, I don't like doing it, we could try.
Plus every other thing from that auction to buy is only because everything from here over has a little bit of 25 years. I said, I'll buy most of it.
Basket this
They're
way.
like, nah, he won't sell it.
And then that way you can basket that.
It's like 4 miles from my shop. I'm like, I always drive by waiting for them to start like taking the place apart. It's still in operation.
Make it 3.
They peaked about 25 years ago.
It takes 20 minutes for it to wind down.
Well, this was a gift. She knows where it's at. I don't.
You still got outside of working here?
Yeah.
Oh, right now. Single? Still single?
It's my phone.
Yeah,
Who's calling me?
bad part of that is sometimes you catch them in the woods.
Yeah, hello. Oh, not a whole lot. Down here in Mississippi today. Yeah. Yeah, we're pouring iron today. We're getting ready to pour iron.
Making a pour?
I'll pour some iron sometime today.
Okay, all right.
Maybe tonight. Yeah. Oh, there's different parts. Guys brought in different pieces to have made. We have several guys brought in stuff to have made.
Why do you put the powder on there now?
Because I'm fixing to rake in
No.
that loose stuff.
Well, yeah, you have to make a pattern.
Clear it.
You have to have a pattern
Yeah,
to
that
go
way it
by.
doesn't, it's less likely to stick to it and have trash in your basement.
Oh, I was a little tired earlier, but got my second wind now. I'm feeling a little better now. So, have to wait. No, I haven't started anything yet. They haven't started me on anything yet. She thinks she's going to get me on a pill. They may not even take chemo. I don't know yet. They're running tests on the biopsy, and if it comes back okay, then they're going to give me pills instead of chemo. Might be, yeah. Might be great. Yeah. So. Oh well, that was fun. You don't remember anything, do you?
The font grab?
No,
Yeah,
I don't either.
actually, the font is on that piece.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I should have never wrapped it. Looks like Brian's is gonna come out though.
Uh-huh. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. I was the same way. Yeah. Mine turned out good too. All right. Hey, I gotta let you go. Kind of in the middle of something here. We'll talk to you later. Mm-hmm. Thanks. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What exactly are we doing here, sir?
Sometimes it's just best.
I'll mic you up here. There you go.
Sometimes it's just best to roll and let people visualize it.
Just visualize, yeah. You're not afraid of blowout right here, are you? With being so close to the edge?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna bank it with some sand.
Oh, okay. Good idea.
Yeah.
Not that I have any good ideas. How we doing?
I'm hanging in there. I'm doing better than I thought I would.
There you go. Me too. Me too.
Just being out of the hospital.
Yeah, yeah. That's something else, huh?
You know, everybody was running around. We had a big ice storm, snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was running around all excited about he's coming and what we gotta do. And the nurses were making plans to stay in town so they didn't get there over the icy roads. It's a big deal. And we get snow. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm still gonna be here.
All right, I got to torch this.
Torch it.
Did you use a wash on that, Clark? Did you use a wash?
No.
All down, right? And we had a nice stand of mine. Get rid of these. Great ass, 120. No. Guy comes over, you know, we always use the same cruisers to do all of our appraisals and everything. He gets over and looks over at the tree. Nobody will take it. Turns around and walks out. Yeah. And that's the finest. Yeah. Those trees still get that hardwood. Put it on the species. And then they won't get any hardwood on a lot of we've got slash or long table. You'll definitely have a lot of hardwood. They won't find big hardwood logs. Maybe 32 inches, maybe. And we had some big silver maples. The first block places back in the 90s. Got a line, it's planted on the drive. Yeah. What's that? The driveway was funny. My dad said, that's just. Guy comes up, looks at me, goes, nobody will lie. Why? He goes, they're in the mill. They're in the mill. Those things take a while. Those things, they were like 6 He's like, "Go ahead and take it." He goes, "If you find somebody to transport it, there's some mills in the northeast of the country, but if you spend as much money getting them up there, you'll make it."
Yeah, we're probably pretty honest with you. That was their old building.
Nobody wants to screw. They won't even come to that. We've got probably 78 times planted 15 mills. And I tried to get somebody to come down a few years ago. Nobody do that, you know. I told them, I said, look, this stuff's not working anymore. Half of them have to be. We just need to pull these things down. Get rid of them. I'll put a dozen head of cattle up here, and we can actually stay. Our neighbor.
Hey, success.
Stump out 1,400 acres of pine. Stacked it up and burned it. And then put cattle out all over. They see good.
Yeah.
They don't want to come down. They want to pay like $9 a ton or something like that. Yeah.
I think that's what
I
I'm
don't
talking
see a
about.
stump out operation for it, but that's the guy. So
5/8 log.
Sorry, Steve.
It's all right. Catch it next time.
Yeah. Get some power going. I left my manual, my fancy switch over here.
How does the diesel become atomized? It's really vaporized. It's like a jet engine. Is that because of that? Well, the mixture of the air, when it gets into the chamber's so freaking hot. It's like a jet engine. The jet engine doesn't burn the fuel. Let me explain to you. As a kid, they try to make it.
Oops, sorry.
Anybody trying to make something.
Oh, that's Andy, just stick it in there.
Yeah.
What is the anatomy of the inside of it? That's a secret.
This?
What goes on inside there? The first time I met Clark.
Diffusers in there. It atomize that fuel.
Is it just like a spinning?
No, they're just plates. And they have like a diffusion.
And so, and what causes this splash? The air push it in from the side?
Well, that heat requires not only diesel doesn't. Diesel requires heat and pressure to burn, and but you still gotta bust that up.
Right.
It's still gotta be atomized better.
So I'm saying it's just the gravity fed just drips onto the plates and then the air blows it?
Yep.
Kind of like a fuel injector.
I have another tank, and I just haven't had a chance to get it up.
Yeah.
And it was on my other one, and when we poured the slab, it just got it out of the building. It's sitting over there.
Yeah.
But that's eventually going to be what goes up. Now the argument now is, with that furnace that's going to be rolling, do I want to put a flexible fuel line off of the tank, or do I just want to chain the tank onto the trolley and keep it with the furnace? Right?
They both sound dangerous.
Yeah. I don't think you want to hang on the trolley, because that trolley comes down, all that fuel's coming down with it on top of the fire.
I don't think I'd do that.
That won't be the worst thing that could happen around here.
The first time I met
Yeah, it
Clark,
would be.
No.
I told him about my time in the Navy, and I actually gave him one of my Navy books where they specifically state you cannot melt cast iron with diesel fuel.
Oh, we're just getting ready to fire up the furnace here.
Did they say that so you don't do it? Or
Yeah.
No, that back then they figured no.
Watch,
it
we're
would
gonna
just
pour some
take
more
too
iron
long, it can't produce the heat.
in about
Now, this
30
thing's
minutes,
gonna smoke
30 to 40 minutes.
And I asked Clark, can I look at the burn? He said, no. Just wonder.
Yeah. Come down and watch, yeah. Light it up now.
I didn't take it personally.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
behind him right now. Get on this side and come follow him as he goes in. Get up there, and when he comes down, follow him in. Yeah. There you go.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Wow. Wowee. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's all right.
Uh-oh.
You gotta
Blowout.
wait. You got a blowout.
Blowout. Oops. You're gonna have enough. You're gonna run out. You're gonna run out. Okay, well, you get your fireman's badge. Putting out the fire.
Gotta get through here and get me some water.
Boop.
Alright, we got a bunch of shit here.
Got a lot of shit in there, ain't you?
Yeah.
So,
Huh?
everything good?
Yeah, that's good. You got it.
Get half of it out of there. Using half here. Oh, great. Just crapped out.
Beautiful.
Because they run them, they always have one going. Okay. And the stomach, they don't want to push you out.
Right.
Felt it binding.
Yep.
On my last light.
I need to get to work, so.
Yeah, I
As
think,
soon
I
as
think
get
you're done.
anything else.
My daughter,
Like the fourth time on my last light.
Just need a hammer.
spring breaks. in order
They'll
to
probably
go-
snap right off
like
with a
going
bat
over
or a
that
hammer.
part of the country. So I think we'll go that way. So I need to look that up where that is.
It's in, it's right outside. There's a town, it's two towns, that's Dover and East Village.
There she comes, like that.
Okay,
It's right outside Dover.
okay.
That's north.
New battery. I can use that Schneider one. Yeah.
Where the NFL Hall of Fame is.
Doesn't work.
Canton. I don't
Nothing
really
to
know.
plug splitter couldn't
Go
solve.
over, like, let's say you go up,
I'll plug this in and then I'll get that.
go take 20 over
Oh, I'll
and you
just
go up
plug that.
through Nashville to Chattanooga.
Uh-huh.
Right? And you come out and go higher on 70.
We're looking pretty good so far, James.
We're doing pretty good?
Yeah. We'll notate that.
You got any after that?
Yeah. Yeah, I got another.
Fill that one up.
Yep.
That kitty litter in there, Clyde.
Oh yeah, only the best. Used kitty litter. You know, I had some cats out here at one time. So man, I finally put a stop to that. So I thought that was a trainer.
You can hear the cats. Isn't Dad great? Look what he gave. He gave us this big place to shit.
Yeah.
See, if we put those, just lay them on that shelf somewhere. Thank you.
My cloth back there in the corner.
Yeah.
My fault. Bull and China shop.
20 volts. This is getting good right here. You saw your little clumps in there? So once you get to that, I like to let it run for one more minute. Start to load down a little bit? Yeah.
That's amazing. That stuff,
What's that?
that stuff that I got out of that bin,
Yeah.
unbelievably dry.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Right over here, over here. Yeah. They got a setup for a foundry at Foundry. As far as I know, it's never been used as long as I've been there, and that's 22 years. They got a nice setup. Big casting table. Electric. Big sand pit, everything you need, right? Just really huge muller, like. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I don't think it's never been used a lot of. Safety I probably lose is freaking mind. Of course, until 2 years ago, we didn't have a safety net. No. We were completely exempt from OSHA, the DOD. And then the DOD went and on their own accord made themselves subject to OSHA. And I'm in a meeting with a bunch of guys at the lab, and I'm like, why in the hell would you do a thing like that? Well, they didn't understand. These are a bunch of office guys, right? They had no idea about how this stuff was going to impact the guys who actually have to do the work. Now they figured it out.
Nor did they.
Yeah. This one, yeah, not the other one. You're going to have to mill the cores out on it. We're going to ram up the cylinder next, and then we're going to go to lunch. I told Jimmy what we do. He can be making molds while I'm getting the furnace going.
Complicated too, right?
I'm going to go ahead and cook this one. Steven, don't let me melt your camera.
I'm gonna move it.
We're not gonna bend it, we're gonna use that to push it back up further.
Has a lot of pressure on it that expands. Anyway, so to simplify everything.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Come on down to the one that there you go.
The older I get, the more pages I have. Yeah, exactly.
That's that sledgehammer something.
That's another place we went with it. I got it. This was funny, actually. Anyway, it started. This guy was going in Louisiana. I kind of, I know you do mechanic work, but this is a Keith Black engine that Candies have used along with this guy. Candies have used a big outfit, the drag racing here, not like they used it, but they put on that engine.
I'll be aware of that good fly that
This is a
way.
reproduction of the car that they ran back in the 60s and everything. Another the guy that owns this, he had this totally built from scratch. All on the guy out of the road, he gets a whole bunch of car with the company. And that's the advance on this. They're rarely racing signs. They, most of these guys, what they call tackle trusts. This is before I painted it. It's an overhead crank. This is a modified, like,
You gotta have a truck, I'll see you that.
it's almost like a modified block lay piece. Because there's no crosshead to the track. The lateral motion, the lateral force when the crank is turned. So this keeps the crosshead parallel to the piston.
Barely on that one. You didn't have it on there all the way. they're stinking up the place. That'll help. Gag a maggot.
I'm gonna turn that fan around the other way. It'll stop smoking in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, famous last words. What are you doing in here, huh? Huh? What are you doing here?
Every time you needed your home, that's where you were.
One time, I think, somewhere, but I don't remember. I think so, maybe.
Let me get your way.
Oh, yeah, your way. Fire in the hole. Huh.
Shovel. There's a little one right here.